But as soon as I start talking about the actual car, then you roll. If that was the case, I'm a kid. Welcome back, everybody, to Inside Drag Racing's exclusive coverage of the West Coast Hot Rod Association World Finals here at AAA Auto Club Raceway in Formosa, California, better known as Bakersfield. A lot of people have seen a lot of radical Pro Street machines, but how many of you can even identify this one from this rear three-quarter view? Well, this is the West Coast Hot Rod Association's Mike's Transmissions Pro Street Killer, Randy Walker, the current ET record holder. You already met Rod Burbage, who's going to shoot for beating that record when we come back. Oh, didn't it? I'm sorry. I was just looking
That's
out for you.
That's how good I am.
No, Giuseppe's got it.
Really?
Yeah.
Harrison has a speed. Yeah, Harrison has
Oh, Harrison.
number points too.
We'll talk about something else. Alright, sorry. Welcome back, everybody, to Inside Drag Racing's exclusive coverage of the West Coast Hot Rod Association World Finals here at AAA Auto Club Raceway, better known as Bakersfield in Central California. You know, a lot of people have seen some radical Pro Street machines over the years, but how many of you can identify this body style from this rear three-quarter view? Well, in the Mike's Transmission Pro Street division, this is the West Coast Hot Rod Association killer, Randy Walker's Radical El Camino. If I do say so myself, I think it might be a Laguna El Camino body style. But regardless of the rather unusual body shape. Charles Carpenter's here, I have to remember that.
Want a beer?
I apologize. You're a crux.
Second time.
25 years.
At least.
Alright, here we go.
No wonder.
Welcome back, everybody, to Inside Drag Racing's exclusive coverage of the West Coast Hot Rod Association World Finals here at AAA Auto Club Raceway in Formosa, California, better known as Bakersfield. You know, we've seen an awful lot of radical body styles in the Mike's Transmission Pro Street division over the years, but how many of you can identify this body from this rear three-quarter view? Well, believe it or not, this Chevy El Camino is the current killer for World Championship point standings in the Mike's Transmission Pro Street division. Randy Walker's El Camino, I might add, looks to me like a Laguna body style El Camino, is easily the quickest and fastest of the nitrous oxide infected entries that run in the Mike's Transmission division. Currently, Randy Walker is second in the West Coast Hot Rod Association point standings, but the upcoming first round of eliminations, he can gain one simple win, Mike. Famous last words. We'll wrap up the World Championship of this year now. Interestingly, the guy who you were chasing points isn't even in competition today, right?
We carried up twice yesterday, and of course it was because of the point stealing. You know, our heads were all in the game yesterday. We were all kind of getting after it in the qualifying. We actually have to pair up twice. So nobody wanted to really lift yesterday. The first round we both shot the tires. The second round of qualifying. The third round we made a good pass, and even when it was a severe tire shake, and snapped all the wheel studs off on one side, and left the car, and so they didn't try to get it back together.
As we just saw a few minutes ago, Clay Harrison has actually now left the property. He has pretty much conceded any opportunity to gain extra points, but you are still behind, correct?
Yes, we are. So this first round's an important round for us. I'm sure Harrison and I were hoping for the other team there to keep their points lead, you know. But we get them past that first round, we'll be able to lock the championship down.
I joke about one simple win, like in conditions like this, 102 degrees today, on an unbelievably hot racetrack, you know darn well this is not a given win.
No, it's not over till we cross that finish line. You can't take anything for granted. So with this track out here, it's a little tricky. We always tend to fight this track a little bit. I think we're starting to get a handle on it finally, and we just got to make sure we get from point A to point B on this round.
I have to ask you, I would expect, with you being a king of the West Coast Hot Rod Association, you would have the best West Coast minds on the planet working on this car. What is this clown doing?
It's one of the best East Coast minds.
The East meets the West. Charles Carpenter, 30 years of nitrous oxide door slammer experience. How much did you have to pay this guy to let him work on it? Have him let you work on this car?
Well, you know, I mean, I bought him a coat. It was all good.
How did this come about, this little meeting of the minds?
We actually got hooked up several years ago through another Pro Street racer, Kelly Bluebaugh. and we got connected. I sold him one of our Fulton engines, and he asked me to trick his truck. So here we go.
Now, I want to ask you specifically, Randy can answer this better than you, but I want to hear your version. Is it an optical illusion that the driver is closer to the front end on this car than, say, your 55 Chevrolet?
Well, you know, I like odd cars, so, you know, this drew me to this car, but no, it is. I mean, this car is really unusual, but it works great.
So the driver is closer to the front end?
It is, and the driver is, because this is a 52% front car, so
wow.
it works great. There's a 115-inch wheelbase. Randy's a good driver. His brother Dwayne is real good in the can. We've done a good job this year in both associations, and the car goes down the racetrack and it runs fast.
By the way, his brother being good in the can, that means the clutch can. I just want to clarify that. So with this car being so radically weird, it might actually have an advantage with the longer wheelbase on susceptible tracks.
Yeah, I mean, as Charles and us were talking earlier about being able to steer this car carrying the front wheels way down the racetrack, you know, as opposed to some of the other cars aren't able to. The wheelbase is so long on this thing that, you know, it can hike the front wheels up and carry that left front wheel in the fourth gear, but that right front's down on the ground. The wheelbase length of this car, it's a wide car, and it handles great.
Amazing. But is it amazing enough to get a first round win light? You know, the only guy that knows that is our good buddy Doc Riley back in the studio, because he's got first round results.
All right, good job.
Yeah, after 4 takes.
Sorry about the heat, Brett.
No, it's the flies.
Again later today. We got everybody pulling around.
3 times. Yeah. Let's we'll get the shots of the
Thanks, Brett.
Let's get the nose on, guys. Let's go.